What's up, everybody? I have something I am very excited to announce. On October 13th, Impact Theory is going to be releasing its official NFT utility token. I can't reveal the name or any specifics just yet, but given how much value we are cramming into this project, I wanted to make sure that all of my longtime supporters have all of the information that they need to get involved in this. NFTs are the future of Impact Theory as a 21st century studio, and this utility token that we're dropping on October 13th will be the very foundation of virtually everything that we do moving forward in NFTs. This is the big one. So I don't want people to miss out because they haven't yet figured out NFTs and cryptocurrency. And as somebody who has just learned all of this stuff less than a year ago, trust me, I know how overwhelming all of this can get, but the series of videos that I've created is going to walk you through step by step the things that you need to do in order to be ready for October 13th. And trust me, you're going to want to get ready because the Impact Theory utility token is truly a VIP pass to practically everything that Impact Theory is going to be doing in the future. You'll get early access to many things, exclusive access to others, free access to some of our most popular products, unique content only for holders, special NFT mechanics like mint passes, the ability to create or combine future assets, access to rare derivatives, and much, much more. You'll even get access to some of our live events when we begin doing them again. Trust me, guys, when I say that that's just a teaser of all the value that's going to be a part of this product, it is truly just the beginning. So that brings us to what it is exactly that you need to do in order to get your hands on one. Because our project is on the Ethereum blockchain, you're going to need to purchase some Ether. ETH, as it's often referred to, is the native currency of the Ethereum blockchain, which is the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization after Bitcoin. The Impact Theory utility token is built directly onto the Ethereum blockchain, so you are going to be required to, 1, have ETH in your wallet to purchase the NFT, and 2, have a little bit of extra ETH in your wallet above the cost of however many NFTs you want to buy to pay for the transaction costs, which is known as gas. So if you start hearing about gas fees, that's what people are talking about. To get some ETH into your wallet, you're going to need 2 things. 1, you're going to need a wallet, which we will cover in the next video. And 2, you're going to need to create an account on an exchange such as Coinbase. Now, I'm going to walk you through how to set up on Coinbase because that's where I have created my own account, so I'm most familiar with that. It's also the largest and probably the most popular here in the US. One of the big things in cryptocurrency is decentralization, but as you decentralize things, you have to carry more of the burden of dealing with it. And Coinbase, in full disclosure, is a more centralized current cryptocurrency exchange, but it's a pretty trusted cryptocurrency exchange, as well as being very user-friendly for beginners. So I highly recommend it. Like I said, I use it. You can download the Coinbase mobile application or use it on your desktop computer, whichever you prefer. Now you're going to have to go through something known as KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer. This is where you're going to verify your identity on Coinbase. Because Coinbase is a centralized exchange and must act in compliance with government regulations, users are required to complete that KYC procedure. So to purchase cryptocurrencies on Coinbase, just full disclosure, you must be 18 years or older. You have to provide personal information such as your photo ID and the last 4 digits of your social security number and your bank account details, which when I first went to sign up, panicked me. And so I completely understand if you're hesitant to do that. You can either give them your bank details, which actually will log into your account and allow you to send your traditional US dollars or whatever country you're operating in to get a hold of the cryptocurrency. Or you can do it like an ACH payment where you give them your routing number and your account number, and that will allow you to send without having to give your username and password. It's completely up to you and what you want to do. A lot of people just connect directly with the username and password, but again, this is up to your comfort level. Now, once your KYC requirements are complete, you can then purchase cryptocurrency with credit or debit cards, or like I said, you can send money over via ACH wire. So you can use Visa or MasterCard or wire funds with your bank account. One thing that's important to note, completing your KYC requirements and funding via any fiat currency, which is a fancy way of saying US dollars, onto the exchange can take several days. And this is one of the reasons that we're letting you know about all of this well in advance, to give you time to get through this process. So don't delay. You don't want to be sweating it at the last second. Make sure that you do this as far in advance as you can. All right, it's very important that you register as far ahead as possible of the minting date, just to make sure that all the little boxes are checked. So if you can do this a week or two in advance, that would be absolutely amazing to ensure that you have the ETH in the wallet when you need it. All right, you can see how long it will take to purchase your first cryptocurrency, depending on the type of fiat transaction, so please plan accordingly. If you want additional help setting up your payment method on Coinbase, you can click the link in the description below this video. Okay, once you have set up your Coinbase account, you finished your KYC, and you've successfully wired money into your Coinbase account, now it's time to trade that money in for Ethereum. All right, there's no right or wrong answer in terms of the amount of ETH that you want to purchase. Cryptocurrency is an extraordinarily volatile asset, so you want to be very thoughtful when purchasing that. Never purchase more than you can afford to lose. I cannot stress that enough. The same goes for buying NFTs. Don't buy an NFT if you can't afford for that to go to zero. You want to buy the NFT because you want that thing. The very NFT, the utility that it comes with, is the very thing that you want. So make sure that that's worth it for you. Now, depending on which of the NFTs, because our utility token is going to be broken into different price points, so that we have one that's really robust, and then we have one that's more entry level, so there's something for everybody. Make sure that you check the price of that, which we will announce as we get closer to the date, so that you know exactly how much ETH you need to have in your account. But again, there's no right or wrong answer. The high end is going to be starting at somewhere around 3 Ethereum, and then the lower end will be well below half an Ethereum. So you have sort of an idea of where you need to be. All right, additionally, keep in mind that there are transaction costs to transfer your ETH from that centralized exchange, Coinbase, to your wallet, as well as transaction costs to purchase your NFT. Therefore, you need to purchase a little bit more ETH on the centralized exchange than the exact purchase price of the NFTs. So, for example, if you want to buy 5 NFTs at a price of 0.01 ETH each, you will need at least 0.05 ETH. But to be certain you have adequate funds, you should consider purchasing, say, around 0.07, or even 0.1 ETH, to make sure that after all the transaction costs and all of that, that you're able to get your 0.05 ETH in that final transaction. So that's very important that you be thoughtful of transaction costs related to your NFT purchase. After you've successfully wired money into your Coinbase account, it's time for you to actually trade that money in for Ethereum. So remember, if you need any additional help setting up your Coinbase account, go ahead and click that link below this video, and that will help walk you through step by step exactly what you need to do. So we're walking people through all the things that you'll need to do in order to get ETH into your private wallet, so that you can actually purchase the NFT. And the one that we have integrated with is called MetaMask. And so we're going to be walking you through how to create a MetaMask account and move the Ethereum from your Coinbase account into MetaMask. Okay, to get set up with MetaMask, you're going to need to download MetaMask, which is actually a Chrome browser extension. So you are going to need to be using Chrome, and I highly encourage you to set this up on your desktop. What you're going to want to do is go to metamask.io. It's their website. You're going to click download in the top right corner, and after arriving in the Chrome Web Store, click add extension. Once downloaded, click get started. Then click Create a Wallet on the next page. Agree to the terms and conditions. Next, create a secure password, ideally a fairly complex, though something you will remember, combination of letters, numbers, and symbols, or special characters. Again, that you're going to remember, or that you can store in a secure place like 1Password or LastPass, anything that ups the security. And we really encourage you guys to write down your password but keep it somewhere incredibly safe and protected. I cannot stress that enough. We're talking about your money. You don't want people to be able to find that password or guess that password or find it laying around. After you create your password, you're going to be guided to watch several videos to help you keep your funds and NFTs safe with your secret backup phrase. Please pay very close attention and make sure that you understand these. This whole seed phrase idea is kind of cool, but it's also a little bit new and weird, so pay close attention so that you really understand it. Next, you're going to click the screen to unlock your secret backup phrase. This is a secret 12-word seed phrase that you can use to restore your wallet if you ever lose your password. Boys and girls, do not share this with anyone. To give you an idea, I haven't even given Lisa my seed phrase. Now, theoretically, I would because I certainly trust her, but it's just another way for someone to write it down, for it somehow to leak out into the world. Because once somebody has your passphrase, your seed phrase, once they have your seed phrase, they can go into your wallet and take everything out of it and all of anything you transfer into it, right? So Coinbase is separate, but if you've got your ETH or anything else in your wallet, NFTs will be in your wallet, all of that stuff. If somebody gets your seed phrase, they can take it. No one will ever ask you for your seed phrase, ever. Anyone asking you for your seed phrase is trying to steal your stuff. So Coinbase is never going to ask for your seed phrase. MetaMask is never going to ask for your seed phrase. I am certainly never going to ask for your seed phrase. Anybody that shows up in the comments saying that they're me, saying that they're anybody, and asking for your seed phrase, there is only one reason anyone will ever ask you for your seed phrase, and that is to steal from you. So, distrust anybody and everybody that asks for your seed phrase. All right, but write it down, keep that seed phrase in the exact order that it appears, and be sure to store it in a secure password manager. Now, of course, you can memorize it, but whoa, that's a wee bit risky. So I would, in addition to having it written down somewhere uber safe, memorize it. But yeah, keep that safe. On the next page, you're going to verify and confirm your secret backup phrase in the exact order revealed in the step above. And they're doing that to make sure that you got it written down right. Because again, if you lose it, write it down wrong, you are out of luck if you ever get logged out and forget your password. So be very careful. All right, once successful, click all done, and you will go to the homepage of your MetaMask wallet. All right, to set up MetaMask, next, click on the extensions icon, appears as a puzzle icon in the top right of Chrome. Find MetaMask and click the pin icon. Now, your MetaMask will appear as a fox icon adjacent to the search bar for easy use. When you click on the fox icon, your MetaMask wallet will open as a pop-up over the web page. Click the fox icon in your extensions bar whenever you want to log into your MetaMask wallet, then enter your password. If you forget your password, click Import Using Secret Recovery Phrase. Then you enter your secret recovery phrase, create a new password, and this time write your password somewhere that you'll be able to find it or memorize it. Additionally, if you ever forget your seed phrase after you were logged in, click the circular icon at the top right of the MetaMask wallet pop-up. Now, again, be careful because some people could pose as like tech support and they tell you to do this and get you to give your seed phrase, which you will never fall for because you know anybody asking for your seed phrase is trying to steal from you. Okay, once you've done that, click on Settings, click Security and Privacy, click Reveal Secret Recovery Phrase, enter your password, and there you will find your seed phrase. Make sure to write these down. Best practice is to not save passwords and seed phrases on computers, phones, or any device that is connected to the internet unless you're using a secure password manager service or other encrypted storage tools. And whenever you have the option to get additional layers of security like double verification where they send a text to your phone, or you have a like Google authorization app that gives you a secondary special code, one-time use. You want to do something like that. Very, very important to keep this stuff safe. Now that you've got your MetaMask wallet set up, you've got your Coinbase account set up, you've got ETH in your Coinbase account, the next thing we're going to do is transfer from Coinbase into our MetaMask wallet. And once we have the funds in MetaMask, we are ready to rock and roll. Now what we have to do to connect the dots is walk you through how to transfer ETH from Coinbase to your MetaMask wallet. Now, one quick note, it's a bit of advanced class, but Coinbase is a centralized exchange and they act like a bank and they watch out for your funds. MetaMask is like a private wallet with security, but it's a private wallet. Once you have it in MetaMask, you control it. So if you give somebody your password or seed phrase, they can steal that from you. So be very careful. Although, in fairness, if you give them your Coinbase account, they could also steal from you there. So be very thoughtful about what you do with your passwords. Now that you've successfully purchased Ether and you have that sitting in your Coinbase account, there's just a few simple steps you're going to need to walk through to get that over into your MetaMask wallet. Now you're going to need a certain amount of ETH depending on what you want to buy an NFT. And you can find more details on our drop in a link below this video. But you're going to have some amount of ETH that you want to transfer over. But you need to realize that there are going to be transaction fees. So if you're purchasing something that costs half an ETH, let's say, you're going to need half an ETH plus enough to cover the transaction costs. And keep in mind that there are transaction costs to transfer your ETH from Coinbase to your MetaMask wallet, as well as transaction costs when you actually purchase your NFT. In fact, basically every time that you do something on the blockchain, there's going to be a transaction fee for that. So get very used to having these gas fees when you want to move something around on the blockchain, because that's how we make sure that it's truly immutable, that nobody can change it, that the ownership is tracked, and that you're safe and secure. So just keep that in mind as you're determining how much ETH that you want to purchase, that there are going to be these transaction fees. So you're going to need a little bit more money than the exact cost of the NFT that you're purchasing. Now, for example, if you want to buy, let's say 5 NFTs at the price of 0.01 ETH each, you will need at least 0.05 ETH just for the purchase price. But to be certain you have adequate funds to cover the transaction costs, you're going to want to purchase something like, say, 0.7 ETH, although honestly, like that might be cutting it a little bit close. So if you can swing it, I would do 0.1 ETH just to make sure, because gas prices vary depending on the time of day, depending on how many people are trying to purchase at the same time. But you will need a little bit more than the cost of the item itself. Now, whatever ETH is left in your wallet after you pay for the transaction is still going to be there in your wallet that you can spend at another time. But it's just like when you go to the store, you take a little bit more money than you think that you're going to need to make sure that you don't have to put any of the items back. So keep that in mind as you're setting the amounts and transferring amounts for your upcoming purchase. Now that we understand transaction costs, we know we need a little bit more in our wallet than the exact price of what we're going to buy. Go over, open your MetaMask app, and you're going to copy the long string of numbers and digits that start with 0x underneath your account name. This is known as your public wallet address. To receive any cryptocurrencies on the Ethereum blockchain via your MetaMask account, you're going to need to use that address. Now, the good thing about a MetaMask address is that you can give that out. In fact, I could tell you mine right now and it wouldn't matter. That does not give you the ability to hack me or anything like that. So you don't have to be tense about giving people your address. It's not like your seed phrase where you have to be psychotic about making sure that nobody has it. Your Ethereum public address, you can give out to anybody. All they can do is give you things at that point. So it's not a problem. So once you have that, I want you to click the paper stack icon next to your address to copy it to your clipboard. Next, go to Coinbase, you're going to click the withdraw button, and then you're going to move ETH using that public wallet address over to your MetaMask account. And remember, in the previous step, you should have copied that public wallet address to your clipboard. So now when you're prompted by Coinbase for where you want to send that money to, you're going to give them that public wallet address. Then you're going to confirm that transaction, take note of the transaction ID so that you can monitor the progress on etherscan.io if you want. To be honest, I almost never do that, but if you're a little bit worried because things are taking too long, you can go to Etherscan just to make sure that that is actually going through, but MetaMask will tell you as well. It will show you that a transaction is in progress. Once that's in progress, you just wait patiently for the funds to arrive in your MetaMask wallet. Now, based on the nature of the blockchain, this may take several minutes. So don't panic. As long as you see that that transaction is pending, it should eventually go through. And that's it. Once that transaction completes, you're done, because once the Ether is in your MetaMask wallet, you are now ready to purchase your first NFTs. And I hope that you will go look at what we're doing with the Impact Theory utility token. I think this thing is going to be insane. I am so excited about this. I have never been more excited about anything in my business life ever than I am about this drop. So I hope that you will check it out. I hope you will see we have crammed an insane amount of value into this thing. But even if you don't get into this, go look at the wider NFT world. There is so much cool stuff out there. Now, just remember, buy things that you want. Buy things that you want to keep. NFTs are really risky when you think of them as investments. But if instead you buy it because it's something that you love and you plan to hold on to, then everything else is gravy. Guys, I hope that you enjoy your dive into cryptocurrency and NFTs. I cannot even begin to tell you the amount of joy that I've gotten in the last 7 months of my life diving into this. I think NFTs are going to change everything about how we interact with the world. That is not hyperbole. I think it is going to be as transformational to everyday life as the internet was. And I'm putting out all kinds of content on why that is, how it's going to happen, what you can look forward to. But please, whether you get involved in the Impact Theory utility token or not doesn't matter. But learning about this exciting new technology that is going to be transformational, that matters. And if these videos helped you get involved with that, that is amazing. And no matter what, I will see you guys inside the metaverse. Until then, my friends, be legendary. Take care. Peace.